Let's be real, most people aren't getting rich by guessing which meme coin or which forex pair is gonna moon next week.
We can do the Forex. Try the Forex program.
You can try, but it's basically playing financial roulette. That doesn't mean getting rich is impossible, you just need a real game plan.
So today we want to break down what we think is the clearest path to wealth. No luck, no crazy startup money, just discipline and smart moves. And with everything going on in today's economy, this might be the best time to start.
People always say, I know what doesn't work, but what does work? Like, how do I go from broke to financially free without falling for every get rich quick ad I see? Well, that's exactly what we're breaking down. A plan that works even if you're starting from zero.
When we first started thinking about money, we were 16, working part-time jobs, saving every penny, and binging finance YouTube videos, trying to figure out how exactly we could escape the 9-to-5 cycle before it even started. What I realized is that real wealth comes from something super simple, a mix of consistency, leverage, and delayed gratification. But schools don't teach that. They teach you how to earn and not how to build. And that's why you'll see two types of rich. The first kind, all flash, no cash. They look successful online, but they're buried in debt and chasing the next dopamine hits. Then there's the quiet rich. People who move low-key, own assets, and don't stress over bills. That's the kind of wealth we're aiming for.
So let's talk about plan A, your foundation. This is a slow, steady, guaranteed route to financial freedom if you just stick with it. Most millionaires were made through real estate, and that's still true today. It's not trendy, but people always need somewhere to live. Buy smart, use leverage, lend it out, repeat. That's how wealth's been built for decades. Practically, here's what that actually looks like. You find a property that's a little ugly, a little outdated, something you can buy below market value. You use a loan to get it, meaning you're not putting up hundreds of thousands in cash. Then you do a light renovation, paint, flooring, lighting, landscaping, stuff that makes it look way more valuable without costing a fortune. Once it's cleaned up, you rent it out. The rent covers your mortgage, and ideally you're even making a little extra. Then the property gets reappraised at its new higher value, and that's where the leverage comes in. You can refinance it, pull some of that new equity out, and use it as a down payment for the next property. That's the cycle. Buy it under value, fix it, rent it, refinance, and repeat. It's slow at first, but once you get the second and third going, the snowball starts, and you can really build from there.
Now, if that seems like a lot of moving parts, buying, renovating, refinancing, there is a simpler option: index fund investing. Index funds are basically the silent path to wealth. You don't need tenants, renovations, or banks. You just buy a broad market fund like the S&P 500 or a world index and keep adding to it consistently. The trade-off? You don't get the same leverage you get with real estate. When you buy a house, you control a $600,000 asset with maybe $60,000 down. With index funds, you only control what you actually put in. 10K controls 10K, not a property 6 times its value. But the upside is it's way less work, way less stress, and the returns are still great long term. Real estate is like building wealth with effort plus leverage. Index funds are building wealth with patience and consistency. Both work, it just depends on whether you want a hands-on approach or a set and forget approach.
So when you're just starting, your biggest goal isn't to look rich, it's to build capital. Work whatever job you can, live cheap, and save like your freedom depends on it, because it does. A lot of people say, I want to love my job. And that's nice, but your job doesn't have to be your passion. It just has to fund your freedom. Your passion comes alive when you have your own time. So part A, make money, save hard, move smart. That alone can make you wealthy over time. But there is a faster lane.
And that's part B, the thing that multiplies your income. For us, that was social media growth. When you build a social media brand, you're creating digital leverage. Your content works while you sleep. You build up an audience, and that audience becomes the foundation for brand deals, affiliate links, coaching, or digital products. Whatever direction you want to take it. It's basically the new business model of this generation. Minimal overhead, massive upside, and completely in your control. Now the real magic happens when you combine both. Work your job, stack your money, and build your social media brand at the same time. Then once the content starts paying more than your paycheck, flip it. Go all in on social media or another business model that's working for you, but instead of blowing that money, invest it into real assets like real estate or index funds. That's how you buy your time back and build up long-term wealth.
So even if you never blow up like we did, Path A alone will change your life. But if you mix Path B in, the social media side, you can compress 10 years of work into 3. So the blueprint is simple. Work smart, save hard, build leverage through social media, and invest what you make into assets that pay you forever. So that's how you break out of the cycle. That's how you build freedom from scratch. And honestly, this is the video I wish I could have watched when I was 16. So if you found this video useful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And feel free to check out the free resources we left in the description. And have an amazing rest of your day.